Hello everyone, and welcome to First Coast Living. I'm Casey DeSantis.
And I'm Nick Loren.
Good to see you once again.
It's like an old habit.
So, but we saw Chef James. We walked in here this morning, and he said, "What is this? 2013? What's going on here?"
Time warp. I'm the time warp guy. Anytime I come back,
right.
It's just that. But has he not been on that much?
It's been Chef Tony, but Chef James has been on and off. But he just was happy to see you today. We're happy that you're here joining us. Old First Coast Living.
That's
of
right.
old. Okay, so are you a fan of Seinfeld? I don't know.
Of course. Who isn't?
Who isn't a fan of Jerry Seinfeld? So he has proven that he is absolutely, beyond a reasonable doubt, not a hugger. So have you seen this video? Singer Kesha had to learn this, unfortunately, the hard way while the cameras were rolling.
Oops.
Watch this.
It's hard to just sleep when you're tired because people are tired most of the time.
I love you so much.
Oh, thanks.
Can I give you a hug?
No, thanks.
Please?
No, thanks.
A little one.
Yeah, no, thanks.
Oh.
I don't know who that was.
Yeah, it was Kesha.
Okay, well, I wish her the best.
That's funny. At the end where he's like, I just wish her the best.
You can tell he was like, I have no idea who you are, and
That's
she'd be like,
authentic. That's
don't
like
you know who I am? Hug me. No.
It's like, and it's authentic Seinfeld. You know, you feel like you're in a Seinfeld
Totally.
episode, you know, but that was real life, so
no.
you can see that really is
Not
Jerry
gonna
Seinfeld.
happen.
Did you catch any of this? Was a really
I'm a hugger,
powerful-
too, by the way. If
He
you
is
see
a big
me
hugger.
on the streets or,
I think your hugging rubbed off on me ever since I met you because you were a big hugger. I'm a
You
a
hug
hugger,
everybody
too.
now?
Yeah, just about everybody. Yeah.
I didn't get a hug from you this morning.
Oh, well, I mean, we know each other. It's more like, okay, group hug. Look at.
What are you guys giggling about?
Did you see Trent? Trent, our social media
Was she
guy.
Seinfeld in that moment? Okay. Sorry, we are on the air.
No,
We
but
have
what I
stuff
was
to talk
reacting
about.
to was Trent, who's the social media guy who just literally took off and started running around in circles.
Giggling,
I
and
don't
I have
know
no
what's
idea
going
what
on with
happened.
him.
But we love Trent,
this
so
is
whatever it was good.
It was Trent. He's a good guy.
Thanks for the hug.
You're welcome.
Kind
Anything
of.
I can
I
do.
hugged you.
You
I
did.
didn't feel too much reciprocation, but
Oh,
that's
well,
okay.
sorry. Okay, I was just trying to move on to the next story, which is it was actually this was pretty powerful if you had a
Yes,
chance to see this.
absolutely.
This was the One Manchester concert. It was over the weekend on Sunday. It was a star-studded lineup and performed in Manchester just a couple of weeks after that horrific terrorist attack following the Ariana Grande concert. Well, at the end of the concert, Grande performed an emotional rendition of Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And so there were tears obviously flowing at this concert. And also at home, there was a baby who was watching, who literally got choked up while watching her performance. Take a look.
Why do you do these things to me?
I know. You're,
Oh,
the
my
tears are flowing
gosh.
for you, but me too.
Oh, my goodness.
Doesn't that rip your heart out? Oh, bless. So, Ariana Grande, she shared that video on her Instagram page. 12 million views. 12 million have been raised. Can you believe that? Isn't that wonderful? As a result of that concert.
Money's still coming
and
in,
the money
too,
is
isn't
still
it?
coming in to try to help the families
love
of
that.
those who suffered just that
So
horrific attack.
give when you can. All right, from one cute. Let me dry off a minute. I need a hug. Oh, thank you. No, go ahead. Oh, see, I just prompted one.
Twice.
From
Now
one
it's
cute
awkward
kid
twice.
to another. This little guy, maybe one of Steph Curry's youngest fans.
Yeah,
He's
another
3-year-old
good one.
Miles, and his parents say that he is never without his Curry basketball jersey. His mom says that he loves the Golden State
Wow.
Warrior star player
see
so
that?
much that he's got these skills. This is what he's done. He started showing this at just 18 months. He was showing that he's got skills, so they just kept honing it and giving him the ball and getting him the basket. And look at this guy. Pretty soon, Curry is going to be
Look at
his
this,
biggest
with
fan.
no shirt on. How about that? Take that.
NBA Finals. The Game 3 is
Yep.
coming up. You don't want to miss that. We haven't heard yet whether or not this little guy is going to be able to stay up late and watch the game. But
Oh my gosh, I could watch
sure
this
we'll find
video
out.
all day long. Isn't that the cutest? I know Skip Kelly's coming up later on. He's just watching too, and it's just
That is so awesome.
it's so cute.
You ever use Airbnb?
You know, I haven't, but I have had friends who have, and they love it.
I use it.
Yeah,
it's
and
like
you-
it's our go-to. We travel for films and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like our go-to spot now. But one thing that just happened, I don't know if you've seen this. A lot of people, are using it to go around the
Sure.
world, but you never know who your neighbors are going to be. So this guy went to South Africa, and he had some big problems with these neighbors that broke in and had a little feast on, on his
Apparently
dime.
they were trashing the place. They're baboons.
There's
So-
7 of them that broke in, and you can see a few of them in this video eating everything in sight. The man actually had to call the cops to get the baboons to leave. And can you believe this was during a chaotic scene? You know, the primates only broke one coffee cup.
Out of all that,
Out of
that's
all that.
impressive. Well, they're not bad house
One
guests.
coffee cup.
They're only, you know, they left
They
a
just
mess.
wanted food. Just feed me, and I'm good.
Do you get your deposit back after that? Do you put a deposit down when you do Airbnb?
Or do they refund you for baboon
Right,
incidents,
right,
or
you know.
is there baboon insurance
Right.
in South Africa?
I don't know. It would be one of those things
we should
where
find
you open
out.
the door and you kind of look around. You're like, okay.
Yeah, not going in there.
Yeah, you can have the place. Wonder Woman, by the way, is in the box office. It looks to
Killing
say
it,
that's
by
what
the
I've
way.
heard. It is doing really well. It's actually fending off the likes of Tom Cruise, the latest action adventure, The Mummy.
Yep, and that's coming up this weekend as well. So Mike Wilbur talked to the stars of the comic book adventure, which topped $100 million in ticket sales last weekend. Check it out.
100 million. Wow.
It took 75 years. Now Wonder Woman finally makes it to the big screen. Stars Gal Gadot and Chris Pine sit down to talk about starring in the comic book adventure.
Whoever you are in more danger than you think.
Be careful, Diana.
I was pretty nervous before. It's the first time that I'm driving such a movie, and felt like the little girl who was looking up at Mount Kilimanjaro thinking, how am I going to climb all the way up? But I did it. We did it. I had the best partners to do it with, and it's been an amazing, amazing experience.
I like playing guys that try their hardest to be good and fail a lot, and people that seem pretty normal. So I was happy as a clam to support this beautiful woman doing her thing, and to do some comedy and jump around and ride some bikes and wear some cool clothes and hang out with a bunch of great women. Yep, that's not gonna work.
I think that he teaches her about the complexities of mankind, and I think that she reminds him of love and hope and good things.
Assigned to British intelligence. What the hell is this thing?
Wonder Woman will also be back later this year on the big screen in Justice League. Mike Wilbur, NBC News.
We went to see it last night,
Yeah.
and we couldn't get in.
Wow.
It was packed.
Wow.
And we were there at least a half hour before it started. But I also didn't realize that it's like discount Tuesday. I've never gone on a Tuesday.
Okay.
And it was
so it's Tuesday. So are you going to try
insane.
again tonight? See what happens.
Or
just wait until
maybe
it
on the
comes out like
weekend.
me, when it
a
comes
couple
out on
weeks, and I'll
Netflix
just
or
do
iTunes or Amazon.
And we won't go on Tuesday. I mean, but it was $5, so or $4.90.
Well, I would
which
go on
can't
Tuesday.
beat.
Yeah, but you have to get there super early.
Yeah.
But I want to see it. It looks like a really good movie. And
It
Jared was telling me
does.
the Skip's over there going, yeah. So I want to
There's
see
a lot
it.
of yeses,
Good.
and it's all guys.
Yeah, right. Oh well, yeah.
I wonder what the ratio is. I would like to know. Like you think Wonder Woman. Oh, okay, a bunch of girls are going to come out and see it, but I wonder how many guys went to see.
Well, if we
She's
did an
very pretty.
unofficial poll, I'm the only woman in the studio, and there's 1, 2, 3,
You haven't seen it.
4,
Everybody,
5.
all the boys shook
And
their
all
heads.
the guys
Yes.
here, would you want to see it? Yes. Yes. Yep.
That's our
so
poll.
There you go.
We just did it.
Everybody wants to see it.
4 out
Including
of
Chef.
7 people said yes.
She
What
did
do you-
not want to see it.
She
Really?
wanted to see Johnny Depp in Pirates.
Oh, okay. Well,
That's what we ended up seeing last
That's what
night.
I saw. I loved
That
it.
was fun. Yeah.
So we went to see that instead. So it was
How
Wonder
was
Woman
that?
or Johnny Depp. I lost.
which Johnny Depp was this again?
Pirates of the
Pirates of the
Caribbean.
How many of those has he done?
It's supposed
It's
to be.
supposed to be the last, but the
I'll
way
tell you
it-
exactly how it works. It's the final one until the box office receipts go, oh, wow, we did really well. Well, maybe we could do
it.
one
We'll
more. Oh, we'll
stretch
do
it
the
out.
prequel.
Well, they left the ending
early
seeming
Johnny
like
Depp.
there's another one, in my opinion.
Oh, at the
it
end.
was
Well,
left
don't they
open.
always leave that cliffhanger?
It almost
I
was
mean,
like, we looked at each other like, is there going to be another one?
Right,
That's the way
what
they
we
left
thought,
it,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
What are you
Boy.
making?
I am making some cube steak, and it's kind of cool. We're going to bread it, and then we're going to slice it over a salad. Kind of different.
Yum.
You're going to love it.
It's a steak salad.
And I brought a lot of it, so everybody in this room can eat.
Great. And then we could all go
don't
watch
say that
Wonder
too
Woman.
loud because you know what happens.
In this
is all of
room.
a sudden,
The people that we never
you'll start
knew
going,
worked here at
oh,
the station.
hey, what are you guys doing on the show today?
Yeah, who are you?
We know.
I get a lot of friends when I bring
You
food.
from where?
Yeah, right. What department are you in?
Yeah, that's funny. Okay, thank you, Chef.
welcome.
We'll see you in a little bit.
Good to see ya.
Probably back.